popular makes it cool or whatever. It's like, no, it was cool to us because we liked it. It was cool to us. Like
Yeah.
none of us got into this life with just like, oh man, this is a cool thing to do. No, we liked anime, we like drawings, we like fighting games. You know what I'm saying?
We've been doing this.
Been doing this, man. But yo, that red box in the corner over here says that we are live. What's good, people? Y'all know who it is. It is the two-time ATL's hottest DJ, the God DJ Agony, also known as Dr. Dope. Well, our motto here is simple: on the building. This is Wednesday night, 8. Oh, wait a minute, it ain't even 8 o'clock yet. Damn, I'm actually on time, y'all. Get the fuck out of here. I'm
That's
doing
a
new
first.
right. I'm kicking new shit for the 2022 at the end. But yo, it is almost 8 o'clock Wednesday night, so y'all know it's your favorite time of the week. Time for that quick 30 with your host, DJ Agony. And I know that y'all notice that yeah, I'm not alone tonight. Here's the thing. Whenever I need to make a call, my friends are dope. My friends are here who needs no introduction, but he's gonna do it anyway for the for the sake of those who just been hiding from reality. Tell these folks who you is and what you do, sir.
It's me, Jones, aka Corey's Heavenly Cakes. If you need you a good pound cake, especially for the holidays, hit your boy up. Now, y'all gonna be out of luck because it's the week before Thanksgiving, so I ain't doing nothing. You missed out.
Hey, them Thanksgiving cakes y'all missed out on, but guess what? You in time for the Christmas cake, so better jump on that ASAP, like ASA yesterday, like
Hmm.
tomorrowary. Hit this man up, Corey's Heavenly
Exactly.
Cakes, and get your cake on. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. So I know y'all done read the Oh, but before I get into that, big shouts out to everybody that tuned into the quick last week. You know what? This is sad. I can't. Oh, tune into the dope show last week with Bianca Clemens and the art exhibit by the pretty round brown girls, man. I kind of hate I missed it, but had a prior engagement going on. But you know, I love pretty brown round women.
Yes.
It's probably the story of my life.
Yes.
The root of about 99.8% of my problems. Yeah, they all come from there, and I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. I am here for it. Pretty brown round women for everybody. Big shouts out to Bianca Clements, McNair alum, coming through and kicking good shit with DJ Agony last week. And I'll tell y'all now, this is my birthday weekend. So there will
Yep.
not be a dope show this weekend. There'll be some dope shit. Just follow the IG, follow the Facebook. You're gonna see some dope shit, but there will not be a dope show. Here's why. This is my birthday weekend. I will be in a few undisclosed locations like over here and over there and some of them around here somewhere. Be all over the place. So yeah, just like I said, look out for the pictures. I'm finna be into some cool shit though. Y'all, you know, just follow me. But in the meantime, this is also Dream Hack Weekend. And in a conversation we had the other day, see, here's the thing: a lot of my dope topics start off with just random conversations, and I sit there and I think, well, I have a media platform,
Come get my
and
phone.
then boom, a show was born a show's born right there on the spot. You know what I'm saying? So last night in conversation, it was,
Can you get my
it came up amongst, me, Jay Scott, Big Country 50, that a lot more people are leaning toward anime now, but for lack of better terms, for the wrong reasons. Anime is cool now because it's getting embraced by the quote unquote cool peoples. Because you got Alicia Keys, she did cosplay as Beerus, and Meg the Stallion, she's in the cosplay, plays Mortal Kombat. Um yeah, but so when people like that embrace it, we saw Jamie Lee Foxx cosplay as Vega and then cosplay again as Cammy. You know what I'm saying? So like when people of that status do it, it's like, oh my god, that's so cool now. But people like DJ Agony, the real Jay Scott, we were doing this when it wasn't cool, y'all. Yeah, we were in the anime back when they drew it with pencils. Like it was
Man.
all gritty on the screen. You see straight pencil marks, and I'm okay with that. We was watching this back when it was called Japanimation. Yeah, before they shortened it to anime. Yeah, we were there. We
Yeah,
were there.
yeah,
So my list is for these new anime fans, and Jay Scott is, what I'm saying, he jumped in to help me out with this one. These are the essential anime that you need if you're a beginner anime fan. Now, I'll tell you this: if you came in and your first anime was Dragon Ball Z, we'll help you out with that. If it's Naruto, ooh, we got a lot of work to do. Uh, Pokemon, I'm not even sure if that counts.
Bleach.
Bleach is another one. The problem I had with Bleach, Bleach was entirely too damn long, entirely too long. And I'm like, when will this end? But yeah, so just I mean, I'll ask this question before we get started, just to jump right in. What was your first anime? The first one you ever saw?
Whew. Oh man, you know what? I'm gonna take mine back to when I was in junior high school,
Mm-hmm.
and a couple of guys that I knew. One of them had a friend who was into it or whatnot before we got into it, and he introduced them into it as well as me. And he had this VHS tape that had episodes of Ranma One Half. So that was my
Mm,
introduction into anime. Ranma, Metal Fighters Miku, stuff like that. So that's what really got me into it. And Ranma was it was action as well as comedy, but later on in the series, it kind of strayed away from the martial arts and was more comedy based. Now, after I got past those, I got into some of the other hardcore anime that everybody needs to watch. From Ninja Scrolls to Crime Freeman's, uh, Go Go 13, stuff like that, which is in my essential list.
absolutely, absolutely. To go back with mine, we got hieroglyphic in the room. Let them know, Jones.
You already know.
But my very first one, I was about the same age, about middle school. You know what I'm saying? Junior high, middle school. I was in seventh grade, and one of my own boys came and was just like, he wouldn't even tell me what was on the tape. He was like, "Yo, just watch this shit." And it was Street Fighter, the animated movie. And so, like,
Classic.
we've been playing the hell out of Street Fighter 2. Super Street Fighter 2 was out by then. We're playing the hell out of this game, but now they have a cart. It's not a cartoon though. Like we look at it, it's a cartoon because it's animated, but no, it's not a cartoon. This ain't Bugs Bunny, y'all.
And see, that's another problem what I have with you know anime and cartoons. A lot of people, like you said, because they see it's hand drawn, they feel it's a cartoon. It's not. Cartoons is just a bunch of random episodes put together. Anime has a story to be told, episodes
Mm-hmm.
of a consistent story, seasons. Like I said, cartoons,
Mm-hmm.
bunch of random clips of Tom and Jerry just going at it to the end of
Right.
time.
Chasing each other here
Yeah,
and there and here. I got you.
yeah. You know what? Your boy Tom singing "Is You Is or Is You Ain't My Baby" and all of that silliness.
Hey, that episode was classic.
Yes, indeed. Now I give you this though. That last episode of Tom and Jerry was so dark. I was like, yo, I didn't realize how dark it was until I was an adult and I went back and watched it again. I'm like, we shouldn't have been watching this as kids.
No, it was wall to wall violence. I saw
Not only
another
that,
episode.
man,
Do you remember
yeah,
the Western episode where Tom's sitting there trying to talk to the chick, trying to get her attention, and he rolls up the little J and get Jerry to lick it, and then blew out the smoke and he said howdy.
yeah,
Yeah, that shit was ghetto gold.
of
It was ghetto
course,
gold.
of course.
Tom was basically trying to say in layman term, I got that loud, shouted. What's up with it?
Yes, sir. And you know the crazy part about it, like I think Tom was a legit crackhead, like real talk.
Yo, speak on that, man. Why Tom gotta be a crackhead?
Yo, because he was like he was always smoking,
he was
drinking, and
he
popping
was
pills.
smoking. He was smoking. Yeah, I remember him taking the pills, trying to keep himself awake that one time. He had, you remember the cats that was out in the alley that he used to be out there singing with and shit? But then
Yeah,
he had to fight with them because they was chasing Jerry too. So now it's a 4-on-1 instead of a 1-on-1.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm with you, hieroglyphic, but at the same time, I'm here for this shit. Yo, it was something wrong with Tom. It was
Oh
something
yeah.
definitely wrong with something wrong with both of them motherfuckers, to be honest.
Yeah,
But
for sure.
one of the things I want to say about the difference between cartoons and animes take that step into a darker realm. The cartoons
Mm,
don't touch. Cartoons were
mm.
really made here more so for kids' entertainment. A lot of this anime you shouldn't be watching if you under 18. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh.
Because that goes into my second one and one of my essentials, and I even have the shirt to prove it. Ninja Scroll.
Oh man.
Yo, Ninja Scroll was, and mind you, it wasn't much longer after I saw Street Fighter the movie that I saw Ninja Scroll. And first thing that bugged me out was animated nudity.
Bruh.
A
Bruh.
a naked cartoon lady. What the hell we got going on here?
Bruh. And you know it's so crazy that you mentioned those two because of the fact that when I first saw Street Fighter the animated movie, the first version of that, it didn't have animated nakedness. It was censored.
No, the scene with Chong Li was censored, and I can't even say it's the original version. Like at this point, I've lost track of what's the original version of Street
Oh
Fighter
man.
2.
Oh man.
Because that scene is kind of what tells you what's what, because the music's different in one version.
Hmm.
Then another version, it got the same rock music. Another version, they censored the shower scene. Then there's another
Hmm.
version where they show the shower scene.
Hmm.
It's kind of hard to tell which is which. It's kind of hard to keep up with. But yeah, like the very first version I saw, there was no Chun Li shower scene.
Right. Right. And you know, seeing Ninja Scroll after coming off, like I said, stuff like Ranma and Street Fighter or whatnot, that was hardcore violence for me, along with some of the other stuff we don't discuss from back in the day. Man, we got content for days.
That is
But
true. That is true. We got time tonight.
yeah,
Shoot, it's called the Quick 30, but it has gone over before. We've
oh
been
yeah,
there. We
oh
were
yeah,
all there. But
yeah,
yeah, like I mean, and we talk about Ninja Scroll, literally the first 5 minutes of that movie,
bruh,
the the gratuitous violence in
bruh.
the first 5 minutes. And think about it like this: in the first 10 minutes, you get wall to wall gratuitous violence, and attempted rape,
Bruh.
nudity. Like
Bruh.
literally, the first 10 minutes would get canceled nowadays.
And you had a sex scene like all in the beginning of the movie.
This is the first 10 minutes,
I don't
first
see it.
damn 10 minutes. So
Yo,
yeah,
and,
go
you
ahead.
know the crazy part about it, like um I was in, I want to say, eighth grade, and my dude, he told me about it. He had already seen Ninja Scroll, and he was like, "Yo, you got to see Ninja Scroll. If you like Street Fighter, you got to see Ninja Scroll." I was like, "Man, I don't know if I want to see something about what some ninjas in some scroll or whatever the case may be." And I was over my sister's house one summer, and I actually saw it on cable, and I'm sitting here watching. I was like, "Hmm, yo, this is it. Yo, this is it. I got to see more of this."
I think what's funny is the first time I saw Ninja Scroll actually on TV, because back in the day we had VHSs and you had to know somebody that knew somebody, and then you had to borrow theirs, and I hope they don't charge you an arm, leg, and a kidney, but
Man,
it's DVD. I mean, for this VHS, and they hoping the whole time that you bring it back. But when I did see Ninja Scroll on TV the very first time, it was on Cinemax.
yeah.
Like it was that rough to where the violence, the language, and the nudity was so bad. It was on Cinemax, y'all.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, those were the
And I t-
days.
and I'm telling my people out there, and you know what drew me to Ninja Scroll? I was really into kung fu at the time. I was
Same.
watching, I was been watching kung fu movies. I'm talking about like what was the one? God damn, the dude was trying to get this. He had this sword that would turn his head. He would turn into a lion. I can't remember the name of it, but one of my older brothers showed it to me. And he had this tape. It was a VHS that had just a compilation of kung fu fight scenes.
Okay.
So I'm all into kung fu. And mind you, these ain't just your typical, run shaw, golden harvest type joints. Like these are more your Japanese movies too, where it
Mm,
takes that step into that realm. It gets a little supernatural. They do a little magic. It's almost like live action anime,
okay.
basically. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? It's probably the stuff that anime was drawn from back in those days.
Right.
So I thought Ninja Scroll was gonna be along that line.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So when I watched it, first thing I noticed, okay, it's animated. But then when my man threw that blade through them trees,
Yo,
the blade comes back and it's just blood and body parts start following.
bruh,
I'm
like,
like,
yeah,
this is this is the first 5 minutes. By the time we hit the 10-minute mark, there's an attempted rape and a sex scene and constant deaths. It's
yo,
probably the first 10 minutes of that movie probably has a higher body count than most movies, period.
yeah. Then a lot of today's anime on top of that too.
You know what? And I'm gonna jump in the chat right quick before we get into that because today we get into today's anime and just like, who damn.
Wait a minute,
Robert Young said her first anime was Sailor Moon, the second was Samurai Champloo.
how does that work?
I don't even know.
Yeah, ironically enough, Sailor Moon was one of my first as well. Like at that time, like once I really got involved with watching anime, I just had to have more, and more
I'm
because
gonna I'm gonna take it back right quick. Do you remember Saturday mornings, Channel 69? They
mm,
used to show anime from like 7 to about 10. I'm talking about Ronin Warriors, Sailor
mm,
Moon, Escaflowne,
yeah,
Appleseed. Like, what was the one with the mix?
Ronin Warriors.
Ronin Warriors had mix.
Oh no, not
No, they were inside a
oh
mix.
Robotech.
I think it was Robotech. I want to say
Okay,
it was Robotech, but yeah, like they would run those, and and then they would show Dragon Ball Z.
yeah,
And at the time when I jumped in on it, they were still showing Dragon Ball.
mm,
So like Krillin and Goku are still kids. They're fighting the evil King Piccolo, who spits out the egg that gives us the Piccolo we know now. Like, yeah, they
yeah,
were still showing that.
mm,
Um, and this was on Channel 69 every Saturday morning.
yeah.
I think that was the first time I saw Sailor Moon. I saw a commercial for it. And I'm thinking, it's just one of those girl shows, whatever. Not realizing that, this is along the same lines. And I remember being a kid watching MTV, and I have no idea why MTV showed this, but they used to rerun Speed Racer,
Wow.
which I would honestly credit Speed Racer as the first anime.
Okay. Yeah.
I can't quite think of anything yet that predates Speed Racer. Anybody in the chat know anything that predates Speed Racer? Drop it in the chat.
I want to say probably Astro Boy.
What about G Force? You think G Force might be up there too?
It's a possibility. Yeah, it's definitely a possibility.
You know what? You're right. I need to go buy G Force. G Force was the one with the wings, right? Everybody had the
Yeah.
wings on their suits. Yeah,
Yeah.
I totally agree with you. I need to go buy that.
Yeah. You
If
know
nothing
what?
else, the theme song was slick though. G Force. That theme song was slick though. I loved it.
Yeah. And you know what though? That thing, while you talking about it, you know what? I think I need to go on me on anime hunt, man, and go pick up me some classic anime. I'm one of those that I like to collect anime as well as watch it. I ain't talking about just watching everything online, man. That's cool and all, but I'm a collector. I gotta have it in my collection.
Absolutely, absolutely. I need to see it on the shelf. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? That's why. Trying to think, were you with me that Saturday? It was a Saturday. I was in Walmart on Gresham, just on a humbug.
No. I wish I
Oh, you
was
didn't
though.
come that day. That was the day I got that. I caught Helsing.
Yeah, I
I
still
caught
need that.
and I caught Ultimate Helsing for cheap.
Oh
And it's
man.
one of those things as a collector, when you see it, just grab it.
Yeah.
Like, I even told Jay Scott that it's gonna be a tuna out the can week because I had spent unaccounted for $50 on anime that day.
Yeah, you know what? I think I went out to eat with my family that weekend. That's
Yeah.
what happened. And You know what? Hellsing Ultimate, as well as the original Hellsing, though that's along the lines of like Ninja Scroll for real when it comes to
Absolutely.
that
It
violence.
definitely goes. It definitely goes on the essential list.
Yeah. Oh, for sure, for sure.
Now, if y'all notice on the title, I didn't put a number on that essential list because the essentials are just
Mm-mm.
that. We can't
Yeah.
put a really we can't put a number on something that truthfully is how would you say anime is about 45 years old? If we had to put a date to it.
Probably so. Well, like I said, I know Astro Boy was out in the '60s,
Oh
so
shit. So no,
yeah,
we talking this
yeah.
in the 50s then.
Oh yeah, Astro Boy was out in the '60s because I had caught something a while back, and they was talking about a lot of anime or whatnot, and yeah, that was one of the first ones that I can remember from back in the day, like way back in the day, because it was in black and white.
Oh wow. Okay, so it
Yeah,
is the first then. It had to be the first because I know Speed Racer and G Force were like 70s.
yeah, yeah. Astro Boy, woo. That's
Astro,
some.
I didn't realize Astro Boy was that old.
Oh yeah, real OG.
That is the OG at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh. We got some more news coming in. What up, Beef? According to Google, Magic Boy and the Tale of the White Serpent is the first anime in America, 1961.
Oh wow,
Some bitch.
wow. I would have never got that.
Yeah, that would have been a little too obscure. Appreciate that useful information, B. Big shouts out to you. But yeah, wow, 1961.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
That okay, so wait a minute. So from 61 to now, that's 61 years.
yeah.
So anime 61 years old, y'all. According to
Hmm.
that useful information we just got, 61 years old. This is crazy. That is crazy.
Crazy.
That is crazy.
Oh yeah.
Damn. And I thought Speed Racer was first. I feel bad now. I know, like I said, I know Speed Racer was like in the 70s. Speed
Hmm.
Racer, G Force, G Force. That fucking theme song is jammed in my head though. But you know what
Mm.
I would regret though? I would feel some kind of way if I got G Force on DVD, Blu-ray, and because of some translation or some issues with the import, they have a
Mm.
different theme song. I'll be like, I'll be like, this is a fucking waste. I just throw the whole bitch away at this point.
You know what?
Seriously.
I completely agree. And you know what? For me, with Street Fighter, I got. Let me see. I got it on Blu-ray, and that's another thing. If you don't have Street Fighter in your collection, that's the essential. Get it on Blu-ray. Trust me, you won't go wrong. Um, it was on
Message.
the 15th anniversary. They got the movie on that as well. I got the 10th anniversary DVD, man, bruh. Like my love for that movie, along with anime, goes deep.
No doubt. No doubt. And you know what? With Street Fighter the animated movie, I will sit there and like it. I'll just watch it just because.
Mm-hmm.
Between that and Ninja Scroll, I will watch those just because. Now I've seen them so much that I could watch them and have them as background noise and do other stuff. But with stuff like Hellsing, Berserker,
Whew.
Baki, I have to watch those. I have
Yeah.
to sit there. I'm like this at this point. Basilisk
No.
is another one. Um, Ninja Resurrection is another one.
Yeah.
I'm like this. I'm gonna be honest with you. I love Ninja Resurrection because the whole angle of Christians turning into vampires at night, fighting ninjas. People, hold up. Listen to what I'm saying. I'm gonna repeat that one. Now it still has Saint Jubei in it. He's still there, but Christians and priests, Catholic priests and Christians, are in this nighttime war with each other because they turn into vampires and they start fighting each other. Christians and
Mm.
Catholics, they're evil and ninjas, and they fuck the ninjas up except Jubei. So Jubei got to come kick their ass. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I told y'all half the people at the church got they kind of sketchy anyway. Y'all didn't believe me. Watch Ninja Resurrection.
Now, while we on the subject of Ninja Scroll, Ninja Resurrection, did you ever see the Ninja Scroll TV series?
You know what? Big shouts out to Wild Wayne. He stopped me from buying it at MomoCon. The
Good man.
only thing he stopped me from buying because I don't even want to talk about how much I spent at MomoCon. I really don't.
Hey, shout out to my boy Wayne, man.
Shout out to Wild Wayne.
You just can't hang with him because, yo, he out of control, man. I'm just say
He
that
is
he out of control.
fi- financially he is out of control. Do not try to hang with him unless you got it like that, because
Mm,
he does.
yeah, because his motto is, "I buy it if you buy it." And you know what? I'm like, yeah, I can't fool with you.
No, this is how I ended up spending $80 in comic books.
Hmm.
Hey, what was funny though, and I was thinking about this earlier today. We were talking about this weekend was that we saw the kid. He wanted the Infinity series on the
Mm,
original Prince.
mm.
We saw the kid walk out with it, not knowing that that was the last one. You know, he wanted to find that little kid.
Wow.
It was a little kid too, like little kid, like 8-year-old type shit. He didn't give a fuck, and I'm just thinking like, bruh, we going to jail. We going to jail.
And you know what? That little kid, I'm pretty sure he don't know what it is that he got. He just got it because of the MCU. That's all it
That little
is,
that little kid does not understand. Like nigga, that's almost like wearing the fucking Infinity Gauntlet with the stones on it.
bruh.
The little kid literally holding the fucking gauntlet with the joints on there. Dead serious. But yeah.
Yo, but back to what I was saying, the Ninja Scroll TV series, no, that wasn't it. That was not it.
Was it worse than Street Fighter V?
Street Fighter who?
Street Fighter V.
Yeah, it was worse than that.
Whoa,
Yeah.
that's bad.
And you know what? I don't
Oh,
know.
that
For
is
me, I guess because of my
bad.
love for Street Fighter, I can actually tolerate Street Fighter V because while it wasn't, I categorize Street Fighter V as a what if story.
I just didn't like how they made Balrog seem all dorky. I
Yo,
mean, Balrog did everything but step and fetch.
bruh, okay, and he just got whooped by Cammy. Like he didn't even throw a punch.
Yeah, I got problems with that. Major problems with that. And maybe that was when I kind of checked out on. I was like, yeah, you know what? We're not doing this. I end up finishing it, but I'm like, we're not doing this. We're not doing this ever again.
I just didn't like the fact of, well, two things. Number one, how long it took for Ryu to shoot the Hadouken in that series. The whole, I'm like, bruh, get to it already. That and the fact that it was Dawson that taught him how to do that.
Right. When in the canon is Goken.
Yeah, yeah. I'm talking about he sees an old man, you know, learning how to use his key or whatnot because he was having trouble breathing or whatever. That's where he learned from. Then they go to India to actually learn how to do it from Dawson. I'm like, what?
But you gotta understand, Street Fighter's never been canon worth a damn. Street Fighter's been so out. It's been out of order for years, and I think they're finally trying to put some order to it. But what's
Mm-hmm.
crazy is when we look at Street Fighter 6, according to the canon order, it's actually after 3. Right,
Damn it.
right.
You know what? I take it a step further. This is when I gave up on the story for Street Fighter and as far as canon and whatnot. When it was told to me about the reason Ryu beat Sagat was because of the Dark Hado.
You didn't even know what the Dark Hado was yet.
That's the same
Nigga.
thing I said, man. I'm like, yo, he just beat Sagat's ass, man. Plain and simple.
I mean, he hit that forward down slant punch at
Man,
that forward down slant hard punch at that. That was definitely the hard punch. He probably meter burn that one too. Little
man,
EX
you
on it.
know he did. And you know what? Speaking of that, when I first saw that movie, when he did that punch, no blood.
Yo, I think I picked up on that later when I saw it with blood because when you watch it with the blood, there's lots of blood.
Like a it just exploded.
Right. But you what? You right though. When I first saw it, it was a flash of light. He just got hit and there's just big flashing
Yeah.
light. Nah, but you right though, because when we saw the blood, oh, there was blood.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And I'm talking about this guy. He's sitting there with his hand on his chest, holding it or whatnot. I'm like, okay, now we got the real version.
Right, right.
Yeah. Now we got the
But
real
yeah, like
version.
it. I'm gonna be honest. Out of all the video game anime, I mean, Street Fighter is still the best, but Fatal
Mm.
Fury gave us a good one.
Oh man. You know what? With those three, Legend of the Hungry Wolf, the new battle, and the motion picture. Whew, oh man. Krauser, he had some classic lines.
Oh yeah, because I mean, even the OVA was like movie worthy. Like this could be the movie.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, especially the one with Krauser. That one was really good. Cause like the first movie was like what, about 40, 45 minutes. Then the
It was short.
yeah, it was short. Then the one with Krauser, I think that was like maybe an hour and some change. And then the motion picture was a little bit longer than that. It had some slow moments, but overall it was still pretty good because that pool scene with Andy and Maya against Howard and Penny, bruh,
That shit was nuts.
bruh, he slapped that nigga so hard he broke his jaw.
Yeah, I mean, only other time I've seen that happen was Jet Li, and that was
Yeah,
Fist of Legend.
yo, shout out
Yo,
my boy Lawrence Blood.
oh shit, not Lawrence Blood.
Strong, too strong.
Yo, but a lot of people don't remember this. There was at one time when we first were moving into the digital age of cable, and they just had random ass channels, right? So there's
Hmm.
one channel called the Action Channel.
Yes,
The
I'm glad
Action
you
Channel.
mentioned that.
This is what the Action Channel gave y'all. Y'all ready? It gave you kung fu.
Hmm.
It gave you anime. When
Hmm.
it first came out, that was it. Now, what they fucked up in the Action Channel, they started trying to add shows in. They were they put cops on there. You know what
Uh,
I'm saying? They were showing movies that weren't necessarily kung fu. Like you turn on there, you'll see a Charles Bronson movie. And I'm gonna be honest, if it ain't the mechanic, I ain't trying to watch a Charles Bronson movie.
oh man, it was one Charles Bronson movie that I used to like. I can't think of it right now. I have to go back and do some research. But yeah, me on Friday
I
nights
Uh huh.
with the Action Channel, because I think it started what, maybe 10 or between 10 to 12 o'clock. Dude, I would stay up all night long until that anime section just ended. Just watching it.
Dude,
Oh,
we talking Shadow Skill, we
mm,
talking Fist of the North Star, we
mm.
talking Gunsmith Cats. I promise you this though, whether Wayne's standing there or not, goddamn it, if I could see Gunsmith Cats one more time, if I see it, I haven't visually put my eyes on it because every time I go somewhere and ask, they just so happen to just run out. But if I go to one of these stands this weekend and somebody got Gunsmith Cats, I can't promise I'm going to be fiscally responsible.
Man,
Okay.
listen,
The
let me
plus
tell
side
you.
is I got my mom's birthday out the way,
Uh,
but my son might have to partake in tuna with me in the next 2 weeks.
listen, Fist of the North Star, that's another
Mm-hmm.
anime essential.
Mm-hmm.
And, I'm gonna say this. A lot of people probably gonna get mad at me about this. I don't give a damn. Kenshiro, Rao, all of them, man, they will put the hands to Goku and any other fighter you can think of.
It's a word spoken by the
Bro,
real Jay Scott over here, y'all.
I'm talking about dude, the original One Punch Man.
Oh, absolutely.
The original One Punch Man. I'm talking about you get hit, he walking away, you're already dead.
And then he fall the fuck out.
Yeah, I'm talking about head just blowing up all over the place and it just explode.
But once again, they go back to that grittiness of that classic anime. And I think really that's one of the things just to get into this, that reason why I'm not as into newer animes now. Like if anything, I'm going back collecting old stuff. I'm
Oh
collecting
yeah,
stuff from the 80s
oh
and
yeah,
some of this stuff from the 70s. It's
oh yeah.
because the stuff that they did back then, they're scared to do now. The nudity, the
Yeah,
violence, it's
yeah.
just not there. Like even when you look at this new up to date Berserker, it's not the same guts and Griffin story that you got back
Oh no.
in the original with the 10 discs. You remember
Yeah,
that one?
yeah,
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
yeah.
You're
Like I
not
said,
getting that no more.
yeah, like I said, they're getting ready to put that on Netflix next month, I believe. And you
I'm
know
not
what?
interested.
The first time I saw Berserk, my cousin, his ex-wife's cousin's husband. I know that's a crazy way to say it, but he
Your
had
sister-in-law,
Berserk.
baby cousin Tracy.
Yeah, he had Berserk, and he showed it to me, and I sat there and watched. I'm like, yo, this is that hotness right here. And he actually
Hmm.
had the Berserk game on the Dreamcast too.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah, I remember there was a hack and slash on the PS4 actually.
yeah, yeah. What is it? Berserk and the Band of the Hawk or something like
Band of the Hawk. That's exactly what it is. But yeah, it follows the same story as the movie.
that. Mm,
Follows the movie to a T. But yeah, they're just not making them like that anymore. And I get it. We're in a different time, I guess. And you can't attempt to rape people in anime, and you can't kill off a whole squad of ninjas by throwing one blade this way and it come back this way. Like, I mean, the closest we got, I will say this, the closest we got in modern times was Afro Samurai.
oh yeah, oh yeah,
Afro Samurai. Now that one, okay.
yeah,
We had a little hot grease. Had a little
yeah.
hot grease going on right there. Like
Oh
you
yeah,
could drop some fish in there and it's coming out crispy on the ends. Like
yeah. Shout out
Afro
Samuel
Samurai.
L. Jackson for that.
This nigga got a motherfucking RPG. I
Afro,
love it.
yo, Afro, you next.
Afro.
Yo, I love Afro Samurai, and the
I
game
love
actually
Afro
ain't that
Samurai.
bad either.
You said it again?
Then the game is actually not that bad either.
I had the game on the 360. It was actually good.
Yeah, I got that as well. Obviously for collection purposes.
I really wish I'd have kept a lot. It's a lot of stuff that now that I guess I consider myself a collector. I really
Mm,
wish I'd have kept, particularly in that PS2 360 era.
man, listen, don't get me started on that. I'll take the
it's
stuff
a
further.
it's a lot of shit I wish I'd have collected. I'd have kept. I'm gonna be honest. One of the things I'm kicking myself in the ass for, as far as collection go, and we straying off topic, but it's my show. I talk about what I want to. As far as collection purposes go, PlayStation One, I had the Wu Tang Shaolin style fighting game. I see where you can get. I see where on the overseas market,
Mm,
4 digits are better for that game.
whew,
Now,
it
if
hurts.
anybody, if anybody played this game, you would know how bad it was. It was a Mortal Kombat ripoff game that they were making at the time.
Hmm.
What was it, like Bloodstorm or some shit like that?
I forgot what it was.
I forgot. It was bad. It was on its way to being bad.
Mm,
And so um they scrapped that project and they ended up buying it and just wrapping the Wu-Tang characters around it.
yeah.
The game had a good concept in the sense to where it gave you the blood and guts of Mortal Kombat, but it was in a 3D setting, like a, let's say, like a Power Stone. So you could
Hmm.
have, 1-on-1 or 3-on-1 or four people just beating the hell out of each other, whatever. But it was a really, really, really bad game.
Yeah.
And with that being said, but the fact that it has that Wu Tang logo on it,
Yeah.
I think the lowest I've seen it go for like 4,300 over in the international market.
It
I
hurts.
paid it hurts. I paid $40 for that trash ass game. And then mind you, there was no GameStop at the time. So I think I sold it back to the pawn shop for like
Mm,
30.
mm.
$30. That is the one that I regret right there.
You know what? For me, yeah, I go back to the PS1 as well because I had that. Whew, you ready for this one? That god awful Dragon Ball GT Final Bout on the PS1.
Ah, Meteor attacks.
I went and purchased that game from GameStop. Instead of buying Street Fighter EX Plus Alpha, I bought that mess.
Man, don't get me started on that. I bought WWF in your house instead of getting Street Fighter Alpha 2.
Ugh.
Right. In your
Ugh.
house was garbage. I should have got Alpha 2. I should have knew when Akuma was on the cover of the game. Just buy it.
Facts. Facts.
So you got another comment in there. It said, y'all are speaking of a very type of anime that is centered on fighting and violence. What about a slice of life, harem, and reverse harem?
You know what? We'll get to that as well because I can touch on that. I'm pretty sure my boy Country he'll vouch for me on some of that mess as well. But you know what though?
I got my boy Saga Boss in the building. What's good with your Skip? That is the also co-host of one of ATL's hottest shows at the time, the DTTO show, and now he got the Love Parlor every week on what is it? Tuesday nights 9 o'clock.
mm,
Wait a minute, what day is it now? Day Wednesday.
yeah.
So yeah, Tuesday night 9 o'clock. Tune into the Love Parlor. Love spelled LUV because they love each other. What's good with you, Skip?
Now let me give you my quick essential anime that you need to have seen or at least have in your collection.
If you
Not in
can
any
find it.
particular order.
Just make sure
Okay.
you put that if you can find it because
If you can find it.
Gunsmith Cats, I don't know where it's hiding. I'm coming for you, bitch.
Listen, I don't care if we have to hit up every anime convention, con, or whatever. It's a lot of things that's out there at your disposal you can pick up. Some of it might cost, but if you got it, get it.
And if you don't got it, get it anyway. Look, tuna's on sale this week.
I'm saying, we've been talking about it. Ninja Scroll, that's a must. You have to see that.
Absolutely.
Um, Vampire Hunter D Bloodlust. You have to see that.
Mhm.
The first Vampire Hunter D was good, but Bloodlust took it to a whole nother level.
I think you got to start with the original though. Got to start with the original Vampire Hunter D.
You do, you do. It's like, how can I say this? Um, well, I kind of want to say it was kind of like Mortal Kombat 3, then Bloodlust was like how Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 was.
Mm,
Yeah, while the third one, kind of slow, still good, but Bloodlust took it to a whole nother level.
absolutely.
Let me see. Like I said, Fist of the North Star
Absolutely.
is another essential anime that you need to see. Street Fighter 2, the animated movie. Um,
Absolutely.
Fatal Fury, the motion picture.
Yes. Yes.
Definitely got to see those. Um, you know what? I wanted to kind of put this on my honorable mention. Crying Freeman.
Hmm.
Crying Freeman is another one of those essentials that you got to see. And you know what? I just recently added that to my collection a couple of years ago, back when we went to AWA.
Oh, a few years back.
Yeah, yeah.
Matter of
Crying
fact,
Freeman.
that was pre-pandemic, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
Ah, good stuff. Good stuff.
Goddamn pandemic.
Goddamn pandemic, boy.
Let me see. What else? What else? It's what? It's so much that you can go back and see.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I would throw Hellsing,
Yeah,
Ultimate Hellsing on there.
yeah.
If we were to get into the DBZs, I would definitely say watch the original Brawley movie.
Mm,
Um, that nigga ran Vegeta head into a wall,
bruh,
and then drug that bitch.
bruh. He left all of them clowns laid out.
He beat their ass, boy. Original Brawley wasn't no hoe. But yeah, watch original Brawley. And if you got time, you know what? I almost lied. I was finna tell y'all Tria might put that one toward the end. Way toward the end. Some about that. Every time they put that Dragon Icarus in the movie, I'm like, here we go. Another Gohan movie.
Yeah, you know what? Gohan is he is such a disappointment.
Even though superhero actually wasn't bad.
I hated
Superhero
that
wasn't
movie.
bad.
I hated that movie.
Really,
Yeah,
superhero was good though. Like
it's
especially
a
since
dope.
they were doing, I think they were doing something like it was a something happened at the movies where like the movies were only $5
Mm.
all day. So I'm like, I got $5. Superheroes at the movies. I could see it for $5. It wasn't bad though. Like I'm gonna be honest, I would buy it. I would buy it.
Would I buy it? I don't know, man. It's Gohan. I hate Gohan. Is such a disappointment. He is such a disappointment to me. Um, that
Gohan
nigga
is the goat.
that nigga trash, dude. That nigga trash. Like when I found out the movie was gonna be centered around Gohan, and when he started fighting them the other androids, the twins or
You
whatnot,
talk about the twins, yeah.
yeah. And I'm sitting here thinking to myself, I'm like, okay, first of all, this movie is not being centered around Goku and Vegeta. You already done messed up. Second is the fact that it's based on Gohan and his ultimate form. He should have wiped the floor with them clowns. Like,
Yeah, and but it's part of it. Say it's centered around Gohan, but for a bulk of it, it was actually about Vegeta. I mean, not Vegeta, about Piccolo.
yeah, Piccolo ain't been relevant since what, Frieza?
Piccolo ain't got that much camera in a long. It killed the
Yeah,
shit out
a
of him.
long time.
Frieza, remember Frieza got that shot that hole through his ass, right?
World's strongest trio, might and
Boy,
dead zone.
the wrong guy for me. Y'all forgot about. Is that the what? Gohan had the Dragon Ball on his hat and he got kidnapped for it.
Mm-hmm.
eh,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Hey, you know what?
Gohan.
I own all those movies. I own all those movies, and I'm telling you, it's just one of those things. It's like, yeah, he was there. He did stuff.
Yeah.
We're waiting for this KO King Gohan is gang. Gohan gangster shit. I'm gonna be honest. Gohan had his moment against Cell. He had his
Yeah.
moment.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that took too damn long. He gave Cell a speech that ran almost 3 episodes.
Bruh.
Vegeta's knocked the fuck out, yelling, Gohan, damn it, kill his ass. Gohan telling him all the reasons why maybe he should, maybe he shouldn't. Who knows? It's like, yo, kill his ass before Cell do. But
Dude, you sitting there talking
nonetheless,
about Cell, you're not gonna beat me. Drop that nigga.
knock his ass out, please, so we can get the fuck home.
You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, that was the only time to me Gohan was truly a gangster was the Cell games. The Boo saga, yeah, whatever.
Now the Busaka here got soft.
Yeah.
Oh, he had got soft during the Boo saga.
But you know what? He was truly soft in this last movie. I'm talking about, dude, you fighting with your glasses on. How much more of a
Nigga,
nerd can you be?
motherfucker Gohan was damn near an investment banker on this last movie. Motherfucker
Yeah.
like, all right, we're gonna work on your stocks and your portfolios and come see me Monday. I got you.
But you know what, though? For me, Gohan is like a walking contradiction. Because
Damn.
because it's like, okay, look at it like this. You know how he always talking about he's not the type of fighter that his dad and Vegeta are or whatnot because he's not a full-blooded Saiyan. But if you go back to Namek, that's all that nigga was about, dude. He was about that life.
He was about that life on Namek when he got the little mob dude type joint
Yeah,
going on.
dude.
The
Anything.
Mo from Three Stooges joint.
Mm-hmm.
Gohan, but you know what? Gohan was still riding that high from fighting Vegeta. You gotta
Yeah.
think he trained with Piccolo for a year. He got into a real ass fight against Vegeta and Nappa.
Mm-hmm.
And then the fact that he survived that shit, he was on one. Like he's up here on 10. It's like, oh, we're gonna go to another planet, but knock the shit out of something.
Yeah. And you know what? For me, like what happened with Gohan, I blame Chi Chi.
His
I,
mother.
I, I blame Chi Chi.
Mother. I mean, it was one of those things where when there wasn't a world threat, when there wasn't a world threat, Goku's finna go somewhere and train.
Mm-hmm.
Gohan, you gotta stay home and do homework.
Yeah. Stay in the books. But my whole thing was like, okay, your dad, the Ox King, What are you a king of? So how come they ain't have no money? You making your husband try to go out and get a job, learn how to drive. You know Goku ain't got no
Oh, and
money.
Goku was sick about that. He couldn't wait for somebody to come start some shit. He was ready to go. I
Yo,
remember him and Piccolo at the DMV trying to get their license, man. What the hell? They
bro,
tried to make the
this,
dudes have a normal side of life, man. What the hell going on?
bro, trying to turn Goku into a legit husband.
Right, right. Not knowing that this guy's an intergalactic fighter.
Bro, and you, this is how you met this dude too. You went to fight this dude at the martial arts world tournament. We're talking about
Hmm.
because of the fact that he proposed and he didn't even know what he was talking about.
He didn't care.
He talking about marriage. He thinking marriage is a type of food. I'm like, nigga, what?
Right. Damn. Dumbass.
Mhm. Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Good
Dragon
shit,
Ball,
man.
gotta love it.
Yeah, man. So, hey, you know what? It's one of those things. Getting back into just the difference that we see in anime.
Mhm.
I think one of them that is, while the appearance might not be keeping it gritty, that level of violence is still there, and that's Baki the Grappler.
Yeah,
They still acting the ass on there. Even going back to the original one, Baki was 13, and the first scene what was he trying to fight? A 50 dudes or 100 dudes?
he was. I think it was 100 that he took out 50.
Okay. But the opening scene, he takes off running and kicks Buddy in the face, springs off that. He's in the crowd just throwing hands and bodies everywhere.
Dude,
Like
all you
going,
see was his shoe print in dude face.
yo, when he kicked dude in the face, I said, hey, yeah, it is time. We're
Hmm.
doing things. We're doing this. I see. Okay, let's
Yeah,
do this. This is what's happening right now. And
yeah.
him to go from being 13 to now, I think on the newer episodes, Baki's like what 18 now finally.
I think he's got to be between 18 to 20 or whatnot.
Hmm.
Still chasing
Yeah,
out the Yujiro.
don't do it. I saw, like I said, it was a filler episode, but at the same time, it was just to show you how bad of a motherfucker Yujiro was. This dude he is in Vietnam, the real Vietnam War people, and this dude jumps out of a helicopter, no parachute, no gun, and is just down there throwing hands and beating people ass in Vietnam.
Yo, this nigga was underwater for I think they said a week, holding his breath, just laying waste to any and everybody,
Hmm. With no gun.
bruh. The president was taking orders from this nigga.
Oh, you mean when he showed up on the helicopter and he jumps out and just kind of walks up and he tells Ronald Reagan exactly what the fuck they finna do and what not? Yeah,
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 yeah.
that one right. Yeah, like I said, baddest anime villains. I'm sorry, Yujiro Hama has to be. I ain't even say top tier. He's at the top of my list. I can't think of anybody that I'm trying to see in a fight with Yujiro Hanma that could survive it.
It ain't many.
I can't think of any. I'm gonna be honest with you. With this motherfucker, they showed all these Africans getting killed by a giant mammoth, and one dude gets away, and he tells the reporter, "What the fuck you think? I ran." Hell no, I didn't say. But then next thing you know, you see Yujiro stand in front of the damn mammoth like this. Next thing you know, you see him turning this damn stick over in the fire, biting the meat off the bone. He killed a whole mammoth barehanded, people, because he didn't believe in weapons. Didn't believe in
Yeah,
weapons at all. He didn't need them.
yo, yeah, the things that Yujiro could do is ridiculous. Like, dude, this nigga punched the ground to stop an earthquake. Who does that?
It's like
Like,
reverse seismic pressure, y'all.
bruh, like
Barehanded.
everybody, stumbling around or whatnot. This nigga fight his son. You know what? Fuck this earthquake. And just it stopped. I'm like, who does that?
Who can does that? That's the thing. That's the catch.
Right.
Yes, sir, man. So, yo, like as far as anime goes, from here to the future, what would you say you want out of this genre now?
You know what? It's kind of hard to say. I mean, because it's like I guess I'm at a point where now you just got to have a good, engaging story for me to sit there and watch it. Um, Rising of the Shield Hero, the first season, it started off great. It had a story that had me captivated. I'm sitting here watching it like the first episode. I'm like, yo, who the fuck does this? All the
Mm.
stuff that was going on with this dude, I'm like, yo, this is messed up. Like, yo, why they doing this to him? First season, great. It gave us 26 episodes, which a lot of anime today don't do. You get a season that's what, 12 episodes?
Oh, like an American season.
Yeah. I'm like, you know what?
Hmm.
That's another problem I have with today's anime. It's not like what we got back then. And you know, another thing too about today's anime, where are the movies?
Mm.
Yeah,
We're getting
because
a
you know,
lot. We're getting a lot of series,
yeah,
a
a lot
lot
of
of
the stuff,
series, a lot of episodes. But yeah, no, I haven't
yeah,
really seen any movies.
yeah, a lot of the stuff we get now is episodes. We don't get as many movies, and I don't really care for that. I mean, it's cool to sit there and watch a lot of this stuff, but back then everything was a movie. Baki the Grappler Baki, that 45-minute OVA. You had that Street
That
Fighter.
that thing was hell too.
Man, man, 45 minutes you sitting there watching Baki going toe to toe with everybody, just taking everybody out with one move.
Everybody, everybody. Like, and that's what I'm saying. Like, one of the things that I really think that they're doing with anime is that they're when they made anime back in the day, they made anime, and then over here in America, we caught wind of it.
Mm-hmm.
We got imports. You know what I'm saying? We watching through the dubs. You know what I'm saying? Well, we watching through the subtitles. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? Eventually, we may get a dub. You
Yeah.
know, I
It,
don't really know. I don't really know if it's an and or in that situation. There's a
for,
dub
for,
and or a subtitle.
you know what? For me, I don't care if it is dub or sub. I watch it regardless.
Right. Then you got some people that don't watch either, and I have no idea what the fuck they do. But yo, so I really think that they're tailoring anime now to American audiences.
Mm,
Because
yeah,
why else would the violence and the gore scale down? They don't care about that shit over there. They love violence and gore.
man.
Love it.
I'm trying to recall the last time I seen a good gritty, violent anime.
I think it had to be Afro Samurai.
Did you see Claymore?
I did not.
Watch Claymore.
All right.
Yeah, watch Claymore. As a matter of fact, I got that on Blu-ray and DVD because it came with both. Bruh, violence,
Okay.
violence.
That's what we're here for. And
Oh yeah.
with me, I say I love a good anime, but my biggest thing with anime is that when there's not a lot of magic. Like if it's that was the reason why Baki was so high on the list for me because Baki was just dudes beating the shit out of each other. It was just wall to wall, hand to hand violence. Ninja Scroll, yeah, there was some supernatural sense because some of these people should have been dead, could live a lot longer. You know, when a motherfucker whole head comes off and then it goes back on,
Bruh.
yeah, stuff like that. But I get it though. Like at the same time, look. But then when you look at that, you look at Street Fighter. Like Street Fighter, there was no magic. That was just straight violence,
Mm-hmm.
straight wall to wall, hand to hand violence. That's more so what I look toward. But at the same time, mechs, guns. About 50-50 on the demons, because Wicked City and Demon City, like
Yeah,
those are staples. Those
bruh.
are staples.
I don't know where my mind was, but yeah, Wicked City, Demon City, Shinjuku, the Guyver, those are
Oh, the
anime.
Guyver with he
Yeah,
put the thing on his chest and turn
yeah,
to him.
yeah.
Yeah, the
Those are
Guyver.
anime essentials. You know what? Taking it back to anime essentials, jump on YouTube, go and type in what is it, manga trailer, and you can sit there and watch like a lot of the stuff that we watch growing up. Just a little clip of like some of the stuff we grew up on.
That's crazy. That is crazy, man. But yo, I'm looking forward to, like I said, I'm just looking forward to collecting more shit.
Mm.
And I'm running out of space to put it.
Oh
Uh,
man.
how, however, I'm in the process of actually building me some shelves right now because,
Mm.
dude, I still wasn't able to shelve the stuff from MomoCon, and that was back in May.
Man, listen, I need shelves for my statues, my somewhere to place my comic books, my video games, anime. I got so much, I don't have nowhere to put it.
Dude, and then we didn't even took into account the vinyl I got. So it's out of control over here. I think I finally got my CDs contained just
Mm,
so that my vinyl and my DVD and Blu-ray collection could get out of control. The
okay,
bad part is, as far as comic book go, mine are in a box because I don't have a shelf space for them. So they're in
right,
a box right now. Uh,
right,
I'm in the process of trying to find somebody to frame my Craven's Last Hunt though.
okay,
The those original prints. I'm trying
yeah,
to get those framed to get the seal put on them. They talking about you got to mail them off. No hell, I'll walk them in and I sit there and wait. Those
yeah,
are not leaving my possession.
yeah, or I figure out how to frame it my damn self.
Man, look here.
hmm
Dude, we just had an artist on the dope show last week. I'm sure she knows something about framing. So Bianca Clemens, if you watching this, get at me. I'm trying to frame some comic books, put them on my wall. You know how most people got like gold albums or whatever. No, I just got a 6 series of Craven fucking up Spider Man's life.
And you know what? That's another thing. There's still more comic books that I need to add to the collection.
I'm gonna be honest. Outside of some stray Batmans that I don't have,
Mm,
once I got the Craven's Last Hunt graphic novel,
yeah.
I think I'm good. I
Okay.
think I'm good. I got some stray Batmans out there, and I want that. You remember when they did the prequel to the Watchmen? They had it called Before Watchmen,
Yeah.
and so they were doing two to a book. I got the Rorschach comedian book, which I mean, those are my two favorite characters anyway. But I need Doctor Manhattan and Osmondeus.
Okay. You know what? I need to get that Spider-Man, the Death of Gwen Stacy, added to my collection. There's still some miscellaneous Batman comics,
Like I
like
said,
graphic
it's some
novels.
it's some random ass Batmans that's just kind of out there lingering. Like I don't have Batman Venom. Um,
Yeah, I don't have that
I
either.
want I want Death in the Family.
I need that.
Have you seen the one? It's called the War of Jokes and Riddles.
No, I haven't. You know what? We need to take another trip to Half Price and see if we can find that.
Half price books, field trip on
Yes,
us. Let's
sir.
roll, y'all.
Yes, sir. You know what? When I went to go see when I went to go see the Batman earlier this year,
hmm
Batman Damn, that's another one that I need to pick up. I should have
You
picked it
said
up. You,
Batman. You said Batman Damned.
mm-hmm.
Nah, I hadn't seen that one.
Yeah, dude, it's like so many different graphic novels of Batman I need to add to the collection.
That's what I'm saying.
Um,
Like in my phone, I got a list of about 6 right now.
Pick up some of the ones that I posted on my Instagram. You know what? Arkham Asylum. They say that's one of the Batman graphic novels that you need to read in your life.
Wait a
That
minute, I think that's on the list because I went on a Google search for Batman graphic novels that had Zaz and Victor Zaz,
mm,
and that one came up. And they said
yeah,
he's actually featured pretty, said pretty prominent in that one.
yeah, that Batman Arkham Asylum. I got that. I think you know what? That's where the games resonated from, and some of the scenes in the Batman movie where Pattinson were from that comic book.
The Arkham Asylum joint.
Yeah, Arkham Asylum, Batman RIP. Yeah, add that to the collection.
Okay.
Yeah. Again, half price books. I picked them up from there.
Yeah, I'm about to say, it's not a if but a when. We'll be back. I got a couple of breaks coming up. I'm out for Thanksgiving, and then 3 weeks after that, I'll be out for Christmas. So,
Okay.
I'll go in there and do some Christmas shopping for
Oh yeah.
myself.
Oh yeah.
Put me something under the tree for myself.
Oh yeah. For sure.
Badly wrapped in everything. I already know what it is. I put it
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. And
Yeah, but
you see people. We do this nerd thing, and like I gotta rep the shirt. You know what? My coffee mug, Spider Man, Batman, the my two favorite superheroes and whatnot. We
Wait a
rep
minute, you put
this.
Batman and Superman? I mean, Batman and Spider Man on the same cup?
No, and you
Oh,
know what? What's crazy about this? I
I
got this
about to
from
say
work.
that.
I got this from work. I went in the gift shop and just going around to pick up something to snack on and whatnot. I'm like, wait a minute, we got a Spider-Man coffee mug? Yeah.
Spooder
You know,
man.
let me get that. And the crazy part about it, like when you put a hot beverage in here, Spider-Man actually appears on here.
Oh, that's crazy. That's
Yeah.
crazy. Man, tell these folks, man, where they can find you at. Tell them about the goddamn Corey's Heavenly Cakes and how they SOL for Thanksgiving, but just in time for Christmas.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Corey's Heavenly Cage. You can check me out on Facebook and Instagram. You know what? If everything works out for me, I'll be down there with you for DreamHack this weekend. We try to make that happen.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Like I said, I told you who to hit up, man. Call my
Yeah,
people. Call the man.
yeah.
And y'all already know where to find me. Look for Dope Enterprise on Facebook, Dope Enterprise on YouTube, Dope Enterprise on Instagram. Wednesdays and Fridays we'll be right here. This Friday I will not be right here because we are kicking good shit all weekend, going into my birthday weekend. Big shouts out to my mom. Her birthday was today.
Happy
And
birthday. Happy birthday to you
yeah,
both.
yes, it did. Yes, it did. Oh, also big shouts out to Book. Last weekend, his birthday was last. Wait a minute, what's today? Wednesday. His birthday was last Wednesday. Big shouts out to
Okay.
my boy Book out there kicking good shit. The little gathering soiree was all that this last weekend. Who I got? Oh hell, oh hell. We
Yeah.
got
Super late.
we got the problem child in the building. We got a little troublemaker. So yeah, but don't worry, you could just rewind it and watch it again. So yeah, go do that. Like
Yeah,
go
yeah.
do that now. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah, yeah.
yeah. Before we go, back to your
Uh-huh.
girl Robin Young. When it comes to the anime, Sekirei, that was one. Yeah, I'll put it to you like that. It's interesting. Rosario plus
Lord.
Vampire is another one. So yeah, I watch a few of those.
Definitely. Yes indeed, man. But yo, I'm about to go ahead and pull up out. Like I said, check out Corey's Heavenly Cakes. If you got a sweet tooth in the back and you need it cured, he got you. If you want to see some dope shit, yo, check out any previous dope show right there on YouTube, Dope Enterprise. Go on Facebook, Dope Enterprise. Instagram, if you want to catch any quick 30 you might have missed, Dope Enterprise. Until the next time, imitation is a sincere form of flattery that mediocrity can't pay to greatness. I am DJ Agony. That is the real Jay Scott on my left and or right. And we are out. And if y'all don't see us this weekend, well, yo bad because we'll be there.
Right. Yes,
And we
sir.
out. Peace.
Yeah.